first thing I ever helped build that really mattered wasn't a home, and it definitely was not small. It was a full toilet building, 10 toilets, complete with septic fields at Camp Artaban on Gambier Island. We were giving campers flushing toilets instead of pit toilets. There was real framing, real layout, real underground systems, and real responsibility for something people would use every single day. My carpentry at that point wasn't refined, but it was solid. It was honest work, and I cared about getting it right. I really enjoyed it. But the real turning point didn't happen with a hammer in my hand. It actually happened on a porch. One morning at camp, I was sitting on the porch of Somerville House, lacing up my work boots. Air was cold, a little bit overcast and raining. Site was just getting warmed up and going, and my body was tired in all the best ways. And I caught myself smiling. And in that quiet moment, it hit me. I really love this. The work, the problem solving, the physical effort. Seeing something real take shape because I'd been part of it. That was the aha moment. Not that I wanted to try a bit of construction on the side, but that I was meant to build for real people in the real world. At the time, none of this lined up with where my life was supposed to go. I had just spent 4 intense years earning a computer science degree from UBC. I had a stable job managing an IT company, steady career, predictable future. And then one day I came home and told my wife, so I think I'm walking away from all that and I want to go into construction with my hands for real. That moment changed everything.
It was a great deal of surprise. So he had just graduated about a year and a half before that with his degree in computer science and was working in that field and was doing some volunteer work with a local Christian camp, building toilets at the camp. And about a month after that, came home and was like, this is what I really, really want to do with my life. I want to go into construction. So luckily, I had a great job. And so I was able to kind of carry the fort for a little while, and he definitely found his passion.
Not long after, I left the office world, traded dress shoes for work boots, and started at the very bottom as a laborer. No ego, no guarantees, just the belief that building was what I was meant to do.
The company, when I first started, is a lot different than it is right now. We've been through a lot of changes, a lot of updates, a lot of upgrades, a lot of improvements over the years from when I first started, because I started originally on the tools for the first 2 years with Erik as a carpenter. Always knew my goal was one day to end up in the office. Opportunity came up, took it, they brought me in, and it's been a roller coaster of fun challenges since then.
When I first met Erik, actually, he was, I think he had Sprucehill as a registered company, but he was basically subcontracting himself out on the tools. That's kind of where I met him. I was working with his brother-in-law, Sean. That's kind of how I met Erik, and he drifted off and started his own thing. I kept working with his brother-in-law, and eventually Erik asked me to join his company, and that's kind of when I joined Sprucehill. At that point, it was very much smaller renovations, decks, basement renovations, stuff like that. And then gradually it became full house renovations with additions and $800,000 or $900,000 renos.
And when I entered the construction world, it was messy. Communication was chaotic. Budgets were unpredictable. Deadlines were flexible. Clients were often left completely in the dark. And far too many builders hid behind the phrase, well, that's just how it's always been done. I knew there had to be a better way. Sprucehill was born from that belief that you can build homes and build trust at the same time with honesty, clarity, humor, humanity, and integrity. In the beginning, my goals were pretty simple. Do good work, treat people with respect, communicate constantly, protect the client's experience, do what you say you'll do every time. Those values became the foundation.
The company values definitely reflect Erik's values in a lot of ways. And I think the fact that we really, really rely on, clarity, honesty, integrity, all of those are key elements of the company, but they come strictly from Erik. So he really does walk the walk when it comes to Sprucehill's values.
Sprucehill has always been about what was THEA, transparency, honesty, integrity, accountability. Whereas now we have changed and we've gone more to QTIC, which is quality, trust, innovation, and clarity. So again, just as Sprucehill is and is always improving, we're always editing, start, stop, continue processes where we look and reflect and take the time to reflect on the business and work on the business, as well as obviously clients' projects. So it's evolving.
Quality work and accountability to the client. Not just the client, to everyone, to the sub trades, to the Erik, to the designers. But as long as you were accountable and you put the best foot forward, everything went fine. Erik was very systematized, and so it's very when you as systematized as he was with his processes. When you do encounter issues or problems, it's very easy to fall back on the process and trust the process. And I leaned on that quite a bit to get me out of problems.
But over 20 years, they evolved into something bigger, something I never could have built alone. Sprucehill grew from one person's mission into a system, a culture, a company built with intention, transparency, refined processes, technology that simplifies lives, planning that eliminates surprises, a team aligned around a single purpose: to give homeowners the best experience possible.
Some of our systems have really changed. So our accounting, our scheduling, our budgeting were more challenging. The systems, the software we were using were more painful to use and modify and update and keep live. The fact that we have found the software, the systems like Smartsheets that we're using now every day, all day, has really shown the progression from where we started to where we are currently. So
the early years weren't pretty. I wore every hat, held every thread, ran on grit instead of systems, trying to deliver excellence long before the infrastructure existed to support it. Sprucehill survived those years because I refused to quit and I refused to let clients down. 20 years later, the contrast is stark. Back then, I was the system. Every answer lived in my head. Every fire landed on my desk. Every success or failure rested squarely on my shoulders. Now, Sprucehill has a leadership team, defined rules, a culture of accountability, systems and software built to run at scale, designers, PMs, coordinators, carpenters, and trade partners all rowing in the same direction.
Utilizing those systems and utilizing the technology and the applications. When I came to the company I work for now, I brought that Smartsheets process with me, and we rely heavily on it now. It was definitely ingrained in me, those system processes, and I also had a bit of a nerdy side to me where I embraced the technology more than others. Didn't really have much experience growing up in construction or on tools, but I did have an experience growing up playing around with computers, so it did come naturally to me, and Erik did help foster that.
Communication has always been a huge priority. Setting, managing, maintaining expectations, it's always been a big thing for Sprucehill. It's one of Erik's most important things that he holds dear to his heart. Trust is a big one. Quality is a huge one. Probably one of the big ones is just being better, learning more, being an industry leader, being an industry disruptor for that matter. The building science and the application of that and the education to our trade partners, to our team, has always been super, super important. So
Sprucehill isn't just a builder anymore. It's a high-performance organization, a place where people can grow, lead, and build meaningful careers. A place where homes and relationships are built to last. From a 10-toilet building and septic fields at Artavan to an award-winning custom home builder, the mission has always been the same. Create something that outlasts us. Build with integrity, earn trust every day, and craft the backdrop for the most important chapters of people's lives.
If anybody had met Erik, no matter what he puts his mind to, he will be successful at it. So I've got to be honest, I never really doubted it because I've known him long enough to know that no matter what he tries, he succeeds at. So I knew it'd be a success.
Sprucehill's got big goals, big ambitions. Erik's vision for the company is Western Canada, and who knows where else he wants to go from there. So I'm very excited to see where it goes.
Sprucehill Homes is 20 years old, and this story is only at the beginning.